always said it, I'd rather go 0-5 and Europe wins the cup than me going 5-0 and we lose the cups. I still want to support the European Tour. Hopefully we all come to an agreement and that can be restored. And people might think that it was an easy decision. It wasn't an easy decision because I still feel like I can bring more to the team as a player.
Sergio, let me take you back to 1999. You play that shot from against the tree. Can you believe that's 25 years ago? And would the 44-year-old Sergio Garcia still take that shot on?
For sure it would. I don't know if he'll be able to pull it off, but I hope he would. But yeah, for sure I would take it on. But yeah, it's amazing that it's been 25 years. It's been a great journey. A lot of great weeks and things that we've gone through, and a lot of learning curves and stuff. So yeah, very happy to stand here and think about it.
At that point early in your career, how many majors did you think you might win?
When you're young, you have no fears, and you think that you can. You can take on the world and nobody's going to beat you, but unfortunately it's not the truth. But yeah, I would have probably thought that I would win probably between 5 and 10. I would have hoped, but it hasn't happened as many as I would like. I've had my chances, but it's been a good journey there.
What do you remember about your first European Tour win at Druids Glen in 1999?
I remember a lot. It was a great. You never forget your first professional win as a professional. So obviously it was an amazing week. I remember that Angel Cabrera was finished second and was on my heels and all day, and we had a great battle. But obviously I remember the nice putt I made on 13, I think it was, for birdie. I made a long birdie putt there on a tough hole, and obviously the second shot on 18. It was great. I think it was with like a 5-iron, something like that.
And what about your goal? Was it always your goal to play on the PGA Tour, even from an early age?
Well, I mean, I think my goal was to play the European Tour, which is it's always been my tour since I was very little, and then obviously have the possibility of play on the PGA Tour too. But always without forgetting the European Tour and supporting it and enjoying it as much as I did.
Okay, obviously the 2017 Masters is your career pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say was your second best victory after that?
Individually?
Yeah.
Individually, I would say obviously it's difficult to. I mean, obviously you can say the 2008 Players Championship comes to mind, but all the victories in Spain super special, and then obviously as a team, the Ryder Cups without a doubt. So we've been able to have a lot of great wins throughout my career, and I've enjoyed every single one of them.
I mean, are you proud of the fact that you've been able to win in lots of different countries? I was looking Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore. Are you a bit of a hot country specialist?
I wouldn't say that. I do enjoy playing in the heat more than I enjoy playing in the cold, but I've also done well in some cold weeks, I guess. But it just shows the kind of player I am, that I enjoy playing all over the world. I try to bring my golf around the world as much as I can, and I've been fortunate to do well in many different countries.
Okay, one event you've done particularly well in, obviously, is the Ryder Cup. You're our highest ever point scorer by quite a way. How much does that mean to you? Yeah,
it's amazing. I think that first and foremost, to be able to play as many Ryder Cups as I have played, and be able to be in to help Europe win as many as we did. That's the most important thing, and then obviously to be able to become the highest point scorer in Ryder Cup history. That's the icing on top of the cake, I guess. It's something that I probably don't give it enough credit, because I'm always I've always thought more about the team as well. That's I've always said it. I'd rather go when I'm in a Ryder Cup 0-5 and Europe wins the cup than me going 5-0 and we lose the cup. So, but when you stand back or you sit back and you think about how consistency I've been able to be in Ryder Cups and how many points I've been able to win, thanks not only to me but to some of my partners, it makes me very proud.
Okay, now obviously the golfing landscape has changed a bit the last 2 years. Do you think you have any chance of adding to that Ryder Cup points tally?
I hope so. I definitely hope so. I hope that things get better, and I would love to. I've had talks with the European Tour, and I still want to support the European Tour. Hopefully, we all come to an agreement, and that can be restored, and give myself a chance. I feel like my game is still good enough to play at least 2 or 3 Ryder Cups. So if I can keep that level going, hopefully everything gets sorted and we can get to that point.
Yeah. What about the captaincy? Obviously, you would be a prime candidate for captaincy. Do you think recent events have jeopardised that, or do you think that could still happen?
It's going to depend on how things end up. I think if we all come to an agreement, I definitely see a possibility on it. I personally, I don't want it very soon because I still feel like I can bring more to the team as a player. But in the future, there's something that obviously it would be nice to have the chance.
Okay, the move to LIV then, how easy a decision was that for you, and what would you say was your primary motivating factor to leave the tours that you'd played on all your life?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I mean, people might think that it was an easy decision. It wasn't an easy decision. Obviously, when you've played the European Tour for 24 years and the PGA Tour for the same amount, it's not easy to leave those tours because they've given me so much. Obviously, I had to do well to achieve all that I achieved. But obviously, I think at the end of the day, it came down more to future family. Being kind of a bit more settled, having more time to spend with my wife and kids that they're 4 and 6. So, and with LIV, we knew the schedule and we knew how much time off we would get towards the end of the season, and that obviously was a big factor to make the move.
What would you say, to there are a lot of LIV doubters out there? What would you say to them? Do you think it affects your legacy in any way, or would you say you don't understand that?
My legacy? No, I don't think so. I think my legacy is mostly is my family and my wife and my kids, and what how I treat them, and how nice of a family that I live here. I think that's mostly my legacy. Obviously, then there's a little bit of when it comes down to golf too, but that I think that's a little bit more secondary. No, I think at the end of the day, I think people are have realized that LIV is still very competitive. I think that you see week in, week out the level that we play and the quality of players that we have. So I think people are realizing that it's a strong league, and winning on LIV it's not easy at all. So I've had many chances. I've finished second a few times, and finally was able to get my first win. So it's it's very, very competitive.
What about a lot of people have said a lot of things about LIV. Do you think there's anything anyone said that they perhaps regret saying?
I don't know what.
Well, I think in the early days there was a bit of to and fro on social media between I don't know, Lee and Eddie Pepperell, and things got said that perhaps maybe.
Probably, I don't know. I mean, it would come down to, those people that kind of said it. At the end of the day, I think that everybody was trying to protect and support their side, and maybe it got a little bit out of hand, you may say. But at the end of the day, I think that you live and learn, and that's the most important thing.
Did you think or hope that things would have settled down quicker than they have, or been resolved quicker than they have?
Yes, I would have loved to, but at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to us. There's other people that are making those decisions, and they're the people that have to agree to all the terms and everything that goes around. So I think not only myself, but I think everybody would have loved it to be settled much quicker. But unfortunately, things, they're not that simple sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you've won now in 4 different decades. With your LIV victory in Spain, the most recent. How much of that? I mean, that must have been a emotional week for you, wasn't it, on home soil?
Yes, like I said earlier, winning at home, winning in Spain, in your home country is always super special. But to do it on LIV, with having finished second, I think 3 times in the last couple of years, and then having lost a couple of playoffs earlier this year, to do it in front of your home crowds and the team winning 2 at the same time, it was, Valderrama, my favorite golf course in the world. So it was super, super special.
And there seemed to be quite a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It's always amazing. I think we have great crowds everywhere, but Valderrama, it's always very unique and a place that I hold very dearly in my heart.
What was going through your mind when Anaban Lahiri was standing over that 2-foot putt?
I didn't see it. I just finished my round, so I was driving back towards the clubhouse, and I heard it as we were driving by 18, and then they told me. But at that moment I didn't see it until we finished the round and the playoff and everything, and then I was able to watch.
Is there a mix of emotions? It's a pleasant surprise to have a chance to win, but you've seen a guy miss a.
Yeah. Yes, without a doubt. Anirban is a great guy, and I told him when we finished. Obviously, I can't imagine how disappointed he was, but I told him that he's been playing great, and I was in that boat of barely missing and ended up not winning. So I told him that his time will come soon, and to just keep going. But yeah, like you said, obviously you feel bad for him, but then at the same time you have to also kind of make sure that you're fully concentrated into the playoff and trying to give your best to have a chance at winning.
Yeah. What about Jon Rahm's move to LIV? Did that surprise you, and do you think that's changed the landscape a little bit further?
Did it surprise me? I don't know. I was hoping that it was gonna happen because Jon is a good friend and he's an unbelievable player, and I knew what he would bring to the league. But you never know if it's gonna happen or not. But I'm glad that he made the change, and obviously he's played amazing all year long, and that's why he's done what he's done. But we're very happy to have him.
Did you watch it much of the Spanish Open or not?
I watched a little bit, yeah. Obviously, David was there. He's a Fireballs teammate. So I was a little bit, and it was quite exciting.
And for yourself, does it disappoint you not to be able to be there? Or?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. But hopefully, like I said earlier, hopefully things will get better, and then I'll be able to support the European Tour like I've always have, and play and support some of the events in my home country.
Okay, so Sergio Garcia has one major. Can he still add to that tally before he hangs up his clubs?
I think so, without a doubt. I think that the way I've played these last few years, but mostly this year, it definitely shows me that that I can. I played very well at the US Open, and without really getting too much stuff going my way. I finished 12th, so I felt like I had a little bit of an outside chance there, and the way I've been playing, it gives me the feeling that I'm not down in that aspect of giving myself chances, and then it comes down to very little things here and there. But I feel like I still can give myself chances. Yeah.
So if you're not eligible for the Open, you'll continue to try and qualify every year?
Yes, until I feel like I can't do it anymore, or I don't have a chance to do it. But obviously, I would love to not have to qualify. But if it comes to that, then I'm always willing to. I love the Open. I've always have, and I would love to be able to play many more times.
And did you enjoy the experience at Burnham Barrow, or is enjoy not the right word?
No, I played West Lancashire.
Oh, you played West Lancashire, yeah.
So
Justin Rose, wasn't it? But,
yeah. No, but it was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was obviously it's a little disappointing when you're so close to making it and you end up not making it. But to be there and compete and with so many other guys and have 2,000 people following us on a Open qualifier, it's very unique and I definitely enjoyed it, and would love to do a little bit better, but that's the way it goes.
Okay, let's just talk about golf course design. How and why did you get into that, and what do you most enjoy about the process?
Well, I've always enjoyed golf course designing. Obviously, I waited until I was much later in my career. I had chances to do golf course design earlier in my career, but I feel like you need to put a lot of time and a lot of effort into building good golf courses. So I wanted to wait when I had a bit more time, like I do now, and be able to come and design a course like this one here in Comporta in Portugal. And it's great to be able to come and see the land and see how it develops and how it changes as you start clearing and shaping and grassing and everything. It's something really, really nice to have the opportunity of doing it.
How hard is it with a plot like this, which presumably was covered in trees, to see golf holes when all you can see are trees?
Well, you see some. There's always some spots where you can see, and obviously that you have a good idea what the terrain is doing and what fits here and there. But it's nice. It's nice to stand, in a little mound and say, I can see a hole kind of going this way here or going this way there, something like that. So it's something that not a lot of people get the opportunity of doing, and it's not easy to do it right. So I'm very happy about the way this course is looking, and excited to play it as soon as it opens.
Do you see it being hosting big events or not?
Well, you never know about that, but I definitely can see that it could. I think that's, we build it, we designed it in a way that it might be able to hold an event. But at the end of the day, the most important thing when you design a golf course is to make sure that the amateurs are going to enjoy it even if you play a pro event there, to make sure that the amateurs enjoy it the other 51 weeks out of the year. So that's what kind of drives a golf course forward, and that's what we try to do.
Okay, and if I play a excuse me, if I play a Sergio Garcia golf course, can I expect any signature design features or
I think you'll see small greens for the most part. That's the kind of, I mean, Valderrama is my favorite golf course. Small targets.
Is that because you're a good iron player?
No, well, I mean, it maybe helps, but it's because I feel like it helps in many ways of focusing better when you hit your shots into the greens. I think also when it comes down to taking care of a golf course, it's much nicer and easier to maintain, less water if the greens are smaller than if you have super big greens where you have to use more water, more chemicals, more machines and stuff like that. So sustainability is important for us too. So I guess they go hand in hand.
And we're sitting around this. I don't know if this rough is going to stay at this height.
No, this will go.
That would be difficult. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind. Thank you for your time, Sergio.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.